guys, it's Kristina. Today I have my monthly favorites for June for you guys, and I'm really excited about this. I have a few items in here, and I actually just filmed the $20 makeup challenge tag, so that is why I'm wearing the same clothes and I have the same exact makeup and hair. So if you see that video, that is why I look the same. So that should be up soon. It's kind of a longer process to edit videos that are tutorials than just talking videos like this. So because you have to, show every little step and then put the voiceover and everything like that. So that should be up probably after this video. So look out for that. I know a lot of you guys will be excited because I've been getting a ton of requests for that because it's been a very popular tag going around YouTube. So yeah, that should be up shortly. Oh, and I want to ask you guys, okay, so I'm about to film my so highly requested makeup collection video, and I want to know if you guys want me to show you stuff by brand or by color. And I already kind of like have a layout in my head of how I'm going to film it. So I'm going to show you guys like my everyday makeup and then my palettes and then like my backups and stuff like that. So, like the general layout, I already kind of know how I'm going to do it. But I want to know like if I'm showing like lipsticks or something like that, like little tiny like bits and bobs. But I want to know if you guys want me to show them by color or separate them by brand, like which would be easier, because I have a lot of random things like eyeshadows and lipsticks that are not all the same brand. They're not all like MAC. Some like girls have that on YouTube and that's really awesome, but I don't have that. Mine is all kind of like all over the place. But just comment below and let me know what kind of like setup you guys wanted to see in it, because I'm not sure. This will be my first time filming it, even though I've been on YouTube for like a little while now. I just never got around to it, and I'm filming this for you guys because you've been requesting it, so I want to know how you guys want me to do it so that way you're happy. So let me know in the comments below. So let's get into my favorites. So one of my favorite foundations for this month has been the Stila One Step foundation that I showed you guys in my haul, and I got this on a discount from Hautelook because it was originally like $40-something and I got it for $8, so I was really excited because no way am I going to pay like $40-something for just a foundation, like no. So I still haven't abandoned my all-time favorite Revlon PhotoReady foundation, which I've been using for forever. I've been using this since like 2010. Before that I just used powder. I never used to use liquid foundation, and this is absolutely perfect. I've used other brands as well, so it's not something like, oh, she's only tried that foundation. No, I've tried other foundations as well, but I still came back to this, and I really love it because, one, it gives me enough coverage to where it still looks kind of natural because it's a dewy finish, but it still gives you enough coverage to cover up my like blemishes and stuff like that. And it is buildable, so if you want more coverage you can always put on a second layer. And what I really love is that it looks great in pictures because it makes your skin look kind of like, it's kind of a dewy finish like I said, so it's not, looking cakey and matte and unnatural in photos. It looks very natural, like you don't have any makeup on. And also it does not reflect light, even though it has SPF 20 in it, so it doesn't make you look white. So I really love this. But what I love about the Stila one is that it's not as heavy. It doesn't give you as much coverage, but it's not as heavy. It's kind of more of like a mousse consistency than this one, so I've been really liking it for the summer because I really don't feel like using like very heavy makeup on my face, even though the Revlon one is not that heavy. So I've just been kind of using whichever one I feel like. Sometimes I mix them together because I want coverage that this one gives me, but this one is darker, and in the summer I am darker, so I've been using these two. Like I would usually mix them together on my hand and just apply it with my fingers, which is what I've been doing for a few months, and I feel like it's helped me a lot with like breakouts and stuff, because sometimes I would forget to wash my brushes and they can obviously harbor like bacteria and like old skin cells and sebum and stuff like that, and it's just not good for your skin to keep like reapplying that to your face every day. So I've just been using my fingers, and that's what I've been doing. And I've just been mixing these two together for like the past few weeks. And speaking of brushes, I have been loving these Sigma brushes that I showed you guys in one of my recent hauls. And these are the Sigma brushes that are like in the blush, like make me blush thing, because they're pink, but they also have like turquoise and black and all kinds of colors. And these are really cute because they're like in a little travel case. And I already showed them in a haul, so I'm not going to go over it. But they are in like this little cute case, so you can take them traveling with you and you don't need to buy like a brush roll and stuff. And then the brushes obviously match the little case. But then I also have this flat kabuki brush, which I use for my powder when I use it to set foundation, and it doesn't match, but I just keep it together with these. And then my other brushes I keep it like in a separate container because I'm weird like that. I like to keep them separate. I don't know. I think they're just cute by themselves. But what I've been loving about these, I'm really not like a big picky person. I don't have like really expensive brand brushes. I have like a couple Lancome brushes, and then I also have like a lot of e.l.f. and a lot of just like random brushes that I've had from like Bare Minerals and stuff like that, like different sets. But these are by far my favorite, and I don't have any MAC brushes, so I can't tell you like how comfortable they are, but from a lot of reviews on YouTube, they are very comfortable. Like, they're very soft and durable, you know, they don't fall apart, the bristles don't fall out and stuff like that after washing them, and they're very soft, but they are cheaper than like MAC and a lot of like professional brushes. So that's what I love about these, because if you go on their website, they are cheaper, like you'll see that, especially if you buy a set. But they are very great quality, like a lot better than drugstore. And there's actually a coupon code right now for 10% off, which I will link below in the info bar. So if you guys want to check that out and get anything from their website, it doesn't have to be these brushes. They also have like makeup and other brushes and all kinds of stuff. So I will just put that coupon code below. And like you saw in one of my recent tutorials, I've been using the blush brush from that Sigma kit or whatever with my Lorac blush that I got in the little kit from Hautelook, which was on discount. You know, that's where I got the Stila foundation, and both of those I got on a discount, so I was really happy. You know, it's kind of like a flash website. Like, if you haven't been on it, I will link it below. But it's basically where you have to look for like brand sales, you know, and if there's a brand coming up that you like NYX or, you know, Lorac or what have you, or if there's something coming up like you want, like bracelets, you know, it doesn't matter the brand, stuff like that, you have to go snatch it that day. The sales only last like a day or two, so you have to kind of hunt it down because it does get sold out quickly, and then that's it. Like, they don't keep like a whole like unlimited stock of stuff, you know. So you have to kind of be on a hunt, because a lot of people do ask me after I receive the items, you know, that I bought from like Hautelook or Ruelala or whatever, and I post like an Instagram picture or Twitter or whatever, or I post a video with these items, then people ask me like, oh, where's the sale? I'm on there and I don't see it. I'm like, well, it ended like 2 weeks ago probably, and then, you know, it took me like a week to get the items after I bought them, and then like another week to do the video and put it up and show you guys. So obviously it's not going to be there if it only lasts like a day or two. So a lot of people are always like asking me like, why isn't the sale up? Well, because you have to like look for it, and a lot of times I tweet about any sales that are good, that I think are good, and I tweet it and I post the link or whatever on my Twitter. So if you don't feel like checking every single website every day, I post like a lot of good sales that, I mean, that what I think are good, like the brands that I recognize and like, so that might be helpful to some of you guys, I don't know. But anyway, I've been loving this blush, and this is the Lorac blush that I showed in my tutorial. It's a very like dark peach sort of pink color. I don't know how to describe it. It's not very bright, but it's kind of like a dark nudish pink, and I normally do not wear blush. I like haven't worn blush since high school, to be honest, like at all. I have blushes and I haven't worn them since forever because I don't like that pink sort of like look that you like have flushed cheeks. I prefer like using like a bronzer, you know, like an orangey color to substitute for the blush, so that way it looks more kind of like sun-kissed instead of pink, you know what I mean? So it is kind of like wearing blush, but it's not an actual blush. It's not like pink, you know. So when I got in the kit, I was kind of like, oh, but whatever, I'll try it out. But then I ended up like really liking it, and I like it because it's a darker pink color. I guess that's why I like it. I don't really know. I just like how it comes out. I don't have it on. I don't know why I keep like pointing to my cheeks, because I just filmed the $20 makeup challenge tag, so I totally use different products, and this was probably like way over $20 by itself. But I just like the way it makes me look. It's not too pink and rosy and stuff like that, like in your face, but it does give me like a nice kind of flush. So I don't know, I've just been using it a lot with my bronzer and my highlight. Okay, then I've been loving this Clinique Redness Solutions Daily Relief Cream. Oh, and by the way, if you're like new to my channel, if you see a lot of these products, I'm using them as kind of like something I've been trying out this month and loving. But a lot of other products that I've been using that I've mentioned in my previous favorites, I still do use, so they're not like, can you hear those planes? Like, annoying. So those products are still valid. Like, I still do like them. It's not something like I'm switching up every single month, but I just do try new products, and I don't want to repeat myself every single month and tell you guys like exact same product. Like, yeah, so again, I'm using my, you know, concealer from Sonia Kashuk, and I love it. You know, it's kind of repetitive and boring, so I try to like include, what is this hair doing? I try to like include new products and stuff like that I've been trying and show you guys. And a lot of these products for this month just happen to be kind of high-end. Normally I don't do that. I normally try a lot of drugstore brands. But anyway, this is a Clinique basically like a daily cream, and it's kind of a greenish tint because it's supposed to be to relieve redness. And I actually showed this off in one of my hauls that I don't think I put it up yet, because I did film a few hauls a few weeks ago and I don't put them up all at once because that would be kind of annoying if you guys just saw like a haul and a haul and a haul and a haul. But I do want to use my products that I buy, and I don't want to like forget about what I bought. So I filmed the haul like right after I buy all this stuff, and then I'll put it up later. But I've been using these products for a few like days or weeks or whatever. So that might be kind of weird because it is like an older haul. But you know, I do want to use the products too. So anyway, I got this as a sample, and look at this. Like, this is a pretty big sample. Like, basically this is like a, you know, eye cream or like face cream, whatever, on its own. Because a lot of creams that I've had from like Clinique and Lancome, they're like this size and they're like, you know, $50 or something. So this is a pretty decent sample. But I got this as a sample with a few other samples when I bought this Clinique. It's like a dark spot corrector or whatever, and I showed it in the haul, so you guys will see that. But I haven't seen like really good results from that spot corrector yet, which is supposed to be for like blemishes and stuff like that you get after pimples. But I have seen, and it's supposed to be like a few weeks, but I've been using it for a couple of weeks now and I haven't really seen results, so I'm not gonna like put it in my favorites video, obviously. But hopefully I will get results because it was like $60. But this I have seen results from a little bit. And basically I have a little bit of redness like right around my nose, kind of like cheek area, and maybe that's why I don't like blush also, because I already have that redness and I don't like it. And I do have like a few blemishes right here. Other than that, my skin is okay, but I try to cover those up and get rid of that because it does bother me. And so I put this cream on when I put like my serum and moisturizer in the morning after I get out of the shower, before I do my makeup. And I've been noticing that even though I only use it like once a day, maybe twice a day, like around here, it did minimize my redness over a couple of weeks. It is still there, so it's not like a poof, like it's gone kind of cream, but it did minimize it, and I'm really glad for that. And I'm talking about like long term, not only because it's green, because it has a green tint to it to kind of correct that redness, you know, right there after you put it on, before you do your makeup. But I'm talking about like in long term, it did get rid of it, because when I come out of the shower, it's a lot less red than it used to be. It's still there a little bit, but it's diminished a lot. I've been really liking this shampoo and conditioner from Badescu that I actually got as a sample gift with my Badescu little drying lotion that I showed you guys in my haul a few weeks ago from Hautelook. And I got that lotion for like, it's not a lotion actually, I don't know why it's called drying lotion, but it's like this drying solution that dries out your pimples, and it's really good. And I just haven't been using it a lot, but it's like, I got it for like $13 instead of $17, so I saved myself a few bucks. And they also gave me free samples of their shampoo and conditioner, and there's are pretty big samples, I think, but I did use these, and I really like them a lot because they made my hair like not get greasy as fast. I don't know if that sounds kind of gross, but you know what I mean. If you're a girl and you don't wash your hair every single day, because that's bad for your hair, one, and two, like, you just don't want to be redoing your hair, like straightening and stuff like that, especially if you like blow dry it straight. And I know where you're coming from because my natural hair is really curly. So I've really been loving it a lot because my hair does get like greasy, like not the second day. I wouldn't say it's like that bad, because some people do have it like that, you know, people with like oily skin. But it does get like greasy, and I don't like the look or the feel of it, and these shampoo and conditioner help me a lot with that. But I'm all out, as you can see. I just like saved these for this video. But especially where I live at the beach, and there's a lot of humidity from the ocean in the air and stuff like that. Because when I went to Las Vegas, I remember my hair was getting oily a lot. Like, it took a lot longer for it to get oily, you know what I mean? So I feel like, you know, it does have a lot to do with like the climate that you live in, you know, the humidity and everything, you know, aside from like your natural like skin oils and stuff like that. But I don't know if I'll be repurchasing these because they are a bit expensive. Like, it is an expensive brand, and I don't know, like, if I might invest in it one day, and I'll show you guys in a haul if I do. I don't even know what the price is for these, but it's definitely over what I normally pay for shampoo and conditioner. So I'm not sure. I will look these up. If you know of a great website that has these like on sale or something like that, let me know in the comments below. Okay, and lastly, I've been using these two mascaras right here a lot, which are both high-end. You know, one is Lorac and one is Lancome. And you guys know that I've been always using drugstore mascaras. I rarely use like high-end mascaras because I feel like there's no need unless you have like really short or like stubborn lashes, which I don't. But these came in sets of like makeup that I bought. Like, you know, the Lorac one came in like the little Lorac kit that I got. And then the Lancome one came in the big kit that I showed you guys like way back, you know, when I got it for sale with like eyeshadows and lip glosses and stuff like that in it. So I kind of have to use these up. I'm not just going to like let them dry out and lay there. But normally I do love my L'Oreal products for eyes, like eyeshadows, eyeliners, liquid eyeliners, and pencil eyeliners and mascara. All stuff to do with eyes for drugstore. I do love L'Oreal. And I normally use their telescopic for lengthening and then my voluminous over that for volume. But they have dried out and I just decided to pull these out from like the little kits that I received this in and use them up because obviously they're going to go bad and dry out and stuff like that, and I don't want that to happen. So this month just happens to kind of be like a high-end month or whatever. I didn't intend for it to be like that, but I have been loving these two mascaras. And the first one is the Lancome one, and this is good for lengthening, I think. I really love the formula, but the brush is like okay. It's just kind of like this, and this is the Definicils from Lancome, by the way. I don't think I said the name. So it looks like that. It's pretty packaging, and I feel like if they kind of worked on the brush a little bit more, this would be a really awesome mascara because the formula is amazing, but the brush is okay because it kind of clumps my lashes together. Personally, I have like long lashes that they're not short and stubborn like some people, but they are long and they require the wet kind of formula and not the dry one, but they can be weighted down if it's the wrong formula because this one does clump them together and I have to like separate them and it's just annoying. And then for volume, I've been loving this Lorac one, and I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but it has a very pretty sheen that's like a rainbow reflecting on the little silver packaging. I think the packaging just looks silver in the camera because I'm looking at it right now, but in person it's a very pretty like rainbow reflecting from it, and it's called Lorac Multiplex 3D Lashes. And the formula is great in this one as well, but I love it more because the brush is better, I feel like, because the bristles are, well, first of all, these are plastic. They're one of those like spongy applicators versus the Lancome one, which is actual bristles. But because these bristles are a bit smaller, I don't know if you can see it, it does separate my lashes, and so it doesn't clump them together, so it's a lot better for my lashes personally. So I like this better than the Lancome one, but I use them together every day. I sort of use this first so that they're like separated, and then I use that one to kind of make them darker at the end. And that is pretty much it, and it concludes my favorites for the month. And I'm gonna go because it's getting a bit late and the sun is setting, so the lighting is making me look really orange and dark, but that is not the way I look. Like, honestly, it's just not the way I look. So I'm gonna go because I know I'm gonna get some comments like, oh girl, you orange, you need to stop spray tanning. No, this is the lighting. Like, if you watch the other video that I just did, the same day for my $20 makeup challenge tag, I don't look orange like this. I actually look way lighter than I am. Like, the lighting makes such a big difference. Like, a lot of people don't know that, but you have to work on the lighting. It's kind of hard when it comes to making videos because it's like you can't get it right. Like, it's on, like, I can't control that. I don't have, like, a remote for it or anything. I don't know. But let me stop rambling. So I will see you guys. Check me out on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all that. I will put the links below. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.